skipped out on a week. Sorry, not really sorry. I had a midterm last week, and so I just kind of spent all my time studying for that or being dead from after that. But yeah, I meant to make this video, but just kind of didn't get around to it. So this video is about not this past weekend, the weekend before. So the 17th and the 18th. That's when I did Homestay for 1 night, 2 days and 1 night. And that's something that I think is really cool about this school. I don't know if other schools do it. I haven't really heard anything about any other schools. But here at least, even if you don't do a homestay, then you get the chance, or more like you are forced to do a homestay for at least 1 day. You can do 1 day only, or you can do 1 day and 2 days and 1 night. It just depends on what you want. They ask you first. So that was really fun. Mine turned into more of a let's go eat lots of delicious food, which I'm not complaining. Another thing is that you don't have to do it alone. You can choose to do it as a group, though I don't think they have a way for you to pick who's in your group. So, like, don't be trying to get here with your buddies, because they might separate you. But I actually did it with another girl from Taiwan, and she was really, really, really good at Japanese. So she did most of the talking. I did some talking, but my family was not very good at English, and I'm not very good at Japanese. So just kind of, yeah. But it was still really fun. The student was a girl, and we spent most of the time with her, but we did go to her house for dinner, and then we stayed the night, so we, maybe had half an hour where we were chatting with her family. But, yeah, so, into the things that we did, we first went to Ichiran no Mori. Ichiran's forest is the translation, I suppose. Ichiran is a pretty big Hakata style ramen chain restaurant thing. Yeah, I actually haven't been to any of the normal ones, but we went to this one, and it's like their factory, and they have a little bamboo forest that you get to walk through, and they got museum and gift shop type thing. That part's pretty small, the museum gift shop part. And then there's like 3 different restaurant buildings that are all sort of connected. I didn't really know what was going on, to be honest, so I can't really explain it that well, but I mean, it was really good. It was a very touristy spot. There were a lot of tourists there, and I think some of them were Korean. I think there were a lot of Korean people. So they do have an English form thing, because you fill out the form for how you want your ramen to be. And they do have an English one. It's not the first one they gave me, though. They gave me the Japanese one at first, and I don't know if it was just because they just automatically hand out that one. So I don't know if they were like, oh, that girl's foreign, she doesn't know what this is, or if they saw me getting the Japanese and the Taiwanese girl helped me from across the table, what does this kanji mean? I can't read it. Yeah. But eventually a guy came over with an English one. I was like, thank you, we're good. And then we went to go find some pudding. 2 different kinds of pudding. We went to find, I think it was a soy sauce pudding. And we ate that. We ate that in our car, and then a little kid saw us eating pudding and told his mom we were eating pudding in the car. It didn't really seem like pudding exactly. We all decided that it was more like cheese, sort of. but it wasn't like salty like cheese. It was still sweet. I think it's just one of those things that you really just have to try. Soy sauce pudding. Like, it sounds really gross and it sounds really weird, but like it was actually pretty good. So, but I can't really describe it, so you all just have to find it on your own and try it. Sorry. And then we also got a salt pudding. We didn't eat that till the next day because we just kind of forgot. But yeah, that one was also interesting. That one was more pudding-like and I think sweeter than the soy sauce one. But salt on pudding is a little weird, but I mean, it was still good. We also got like some traditional dessert thing. Some dango and we got some mochi. I feel like that's all we did the first day. We did go look at the beach. We watched the sunset at the beach. And I'm pretty sure that this is like a famous sort of spot. It's got the little arch thing, and it's got the two rocks in the water that like have the rope on them. Like, I've seen pictures of it. Don't know its name, but I've seen pictures of it. So after we watched the sunset on the beach, it was dark out, so we went to her house and ate dinner. It was also dinner time. And so we chatted with with her family a little bit. We watched some TV while we were eating dinner. We did, in fact, eat sitting on the floor, Mom. Okay? We did that. No, that's not something I've done here before, but it was fun. They even had like an electric carpet thing. I'd never heard of those, but it was very warm. And then suddenly it was too warm, and then we had to go. So then we woke up eventually on Sunday, and then we got takoyaki because we had been watching TV while eating breakfast, and they were doing this thing about takoyaki, and we were like, oh, well, now we really want some. I actually also hadn't had any before because for some reason I hadn't been able to find a takoyaki shop. There is one, turns out there's one right behind my dorm, so I don't know how I didn't find it before, but... And then we were going to go strawberry picking, but I think it's a little bit out of season. I think the season's over now, so they were all closed. I guess no more strawberries. That was kind of sad. So instead we went to a cake store and we bought a cake and then we ate it on the beach. Because our little trip hadn't had enough dessert, we needed more. Yeah. And then we did go to some little shrine that was on an island. Or it was sometimes an island anyway. There was a bridge, and I think if the tide was high, then it was an island. But it was low tide when we went there, I guess. So there was sand beneath the bridge, but there was still like a big dip, so you wouldn't have been able to walk straight over regardless. And there were puppies. These big puppies came and said hello, and that was fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, and then I came back and I spent Monday and Tuesday studying for my midterm, and then I spent Wednesday taking said midterm, and then studying for the next part of the midterm, which I did on Thursday. And after that, I was just dead. I didn't want to do anything anymore, and that's why this video didn't happen. But here we go. It's here now. Am I going to do double time and have 2 videos this week? Probably not. I don't think I'm going to have done anything interesting that I can have another video up. I do sort of have more questions, or I guess one of this is really more of a conversation, but I was gonna answer it in the comment section, but it just felt like a lot to type, and so I didn't, and I'll do it right now. problem solved. So, Joe Maestro back at it again with some questions. Do people speak like this in North Carolina, or are you originally from the southern U.S.? As far as I knew, North Carolina was the southern U.S. If you've heard differently, please tell me, because we're all pretty sure we're the South. I guess other people talk like me. I'm not really sure what you mean. Do I have like an accent or something? I don't think I have a really heavy southern accent, but I know sometimes I do have a little bit of one. And it just sometimes comes out. And my mother does not like that because she's from the north, and she does not like it when I talk like a southern or say words like ain't and y'all. But that's just what I was taught in school. I mean, no, that's not what I was taught in school. They told us not to do that, but then the teachers did it all the time. So essentially that's what we were taught in school. But I think I did have a lot of teachers with really heavy southern accents, so I imagine maybe some of that rubbed off onto me. If that's what you're talking about. I don't really know what you're talking about. How has your life been in Fukuoka so far? Is it as expected, or is it full of surprises? Probably somewhere in between. Yeah, you're right. Somewhere in between. I mean, you know, as far as school stuff goes, that's all really normal. Which is good. I don't think I need any school surprises. But, you know, every so often I do things, and that's fun. You did ask for me to share some fun experiences or whatnot, but I'll be honest, a lot of the super fun experiences have involved other people and alcohol. And I can't tell other people's, I can't tell stories about other people when they were drunk on the internet. So, you know, I don't have permission for that. And I don't think they'll give permission for that. And I just don't think that'd be cool, so I'm not going to do that. But I mean, I guess one interesting experience is that my friend Justin moved out of this dorm, and I had to help him move all the way over to where he is now. But that's just kind of sad. Now I'm all alone here. It's very lonely. Have you visited Tokyo yet? No, I have not visited Tokyo, and I don't think I'm going to get the chance to. It's pretty far and pretty expensive, and I don't have a whole lot of time. I mean, Justin went with someone else on, the weekend I did Homestay. We had a 4-day weekend, so, you know, there was time to go to Tokyo during that, but, I don't really think there's going to be time again, unless I'm just going to skip all my classes, but I don't think I can find anyone who'd be willing to skip all their classes with me, so, I don't really know if I'll get to it. I think I will one day, but probably not during this study abroad time. And then another comment, it was more of a request, and this one's in Japanese, so I'll read it in Japanese for fun. But, こんにちは、もときくと、兄はキノコの山とタケノコの里、どっちが好き？もうちょっと同じでしょ? So he's asking about these. They're both little, candy snack things from Meiji. And so, Kinoko no Yama is in the shape of a mushroom. And then it's got chocolate on it, and it's a biscuit. And I think there's 2 kinds of chocolate layered. And then takenoko no sato is, they look like bamboo shoots. There's some biscuit. I did do a little bit of research, and apparently this is a thing. Like, this is an argument in Japan. Sort of like in America, we have the Pepsi-Coke argument, sort of. I don't really actually know if anyone chooses Pepsi products. But, to be honest, looking at them, I don't really see a difference. And they're made by the same company. How can they be different? But you know what? We're gonna find out. So, these also have like some other flavors. I think I've seen the mushroom one at least in a strawberry flavor, and I've seen them both in an adult flavor, which I think is just dark chocolate. But I got the regular for both of them so that I can try them and figure out which one I like better. But like, I don't really see how they could be so different. So, the bamboo shoot ones taste like a biscuit covered in chocolate. But the mushroom ones taste like a better biscuit wrapped in better chocolate. So there is apparently a difference. Interesting. So, Motoki-kun, キノコの山が好き。I don't know what it is. This one I think has, I don't know. So I think the bamboo shoot one has like less chocolate maybe. And the biscuit felt different. And then I think the mushroom one has a little bit more chocolate. I don't know. But I mean, they're right. They're not exactly the same. And I've decided that I like this one the best. So yeah, if anyone else has had them and you disagree with me, start a fight in the comments. That'll be fun. Let's just fight it out. I think that is all that I have for this week. I mean, even though I did do a lot for my homestay, at the same time I didn't do a whole lot, and I haven't done anything since then. But yeah, so I didn't die, and yeah, until next video, bye! Today is a day off, unless you belong to this high school sports team. No day off for them. They have to play.